The world of global logistics is seldom shaken. It prefers calm waters, predictable currents. Then Elon Musk arrives. He doesn't just rock the boat, he plans to build an entirely new ocean passage. News has just broken, sending ripples from Wall Street to Singapore. Musk, the man behind electric cars, private spaceflight, and neural links, has unveiled his most audacious project yet. He intends to construct a transoceanic canal. This isn't just any canal, it's a direct challenge to the established order, a shot across the bow of the Panama Canal. The price tag? A cool $50 billion at least to start. Musk's announcement was characteristically bold, no quiet press release. Instead, a global broadcast from a newly acquired sprawling facility in Central America. He spoke of revolutionizing shipping, of cutting transit times, of creating a smarter, greener, and more efficient artery for world trade. The scale is immense. The implications even more so. This isn't merely about digging a very large ditch. It's about leveraging cutting-edge technology, from autonomous tugs to AI-powered lock systems. The project aims to carve a new path, potentially through Nicaragua or a neighboring territory. For decades, Panama has held a near monopoly on transoceanic shortcuts in the Americas. That dominance is now facing its most significant threat. Musk has once again forced the world to pay attention. To understand the audacity of Musk's new venture, one must look back. The dream of a Nicaraguan canal is not new. It's a ghost that has haunted Central America for centuries. Long before Musk set his sights on waterways, others tried and failed. The most recent and perhaps most spectacular flameout was the proposed Nicaragua Canal project. This grand scheme, championed by Chinese billionaire Wang Jing, promised a $50 billion marvel. It was meant to be wider, deeper, and longer than the Panama Canal. A true game-changer. It captured global attention. It promised prosperity. The project, officially greenlit by the Nicaraguan government, involved the Hong Kong-based HKND Group. Plans were drawn for a 170-mile waterway. It wasn't just a canal, it included ports, an airport, railways, and an oil pipeline. The vision was comprehensive. Wang Jing claimed significant personal investment and spoke of international backers. Feasibility studies were launched. Engineers descended upon the region. For a brief period, it seemed the dream might finally solidify into concrete and steel. However, the Nicaraguan dream quickly soured into a cautionary tale. Funding proved elusive. Environmental concerns mounted, particularly regarding Lake Nicaragua. Local communities voiced strong opposition. The project became mired in controversy. Ultimately, the project collapsed under the weight of its own ambition. Elon Musk rarely does things by halves. His newly unveiled canal project, codenamed Terraport, is no exception. This isn't simply about digging a wider, deeper channel, it's a fundamental reimagining of transoceanic transit. The precise route is still under wraps, though speculation centers on a Nicaraguan corridor. He speaks of a land port system, possibly involving high-speed automated rail ferries for containers. Terraport aims to dwarf the Panama Canal, not just in size but in efficiency. Musk's companies, from Tesla to SpaceX and the Boring Company, are expected to play pivotal roles. Imagine solar-powered autonomous barges navigating the locks. Think AI-driven logistics optimizing traffic flow with millisecond precision. The financial projections are, of course, astronomical, starting at $50 billion. Strategic partners are already lining up. A project of Terraport's magnitude demands a financial war chest of unprecedented proportions. The initial $50 billion figure is merely an appetizer. The real cost will likely be significantly higher. So, where will the money come from? Musk himself, despite his colossal personal wealth, cannot fund this alone. His strategy appears to be a complex tapestry of private investment, sovereign wealth funds, and potentially innovative new financial instruments. He has a track record of attracting capital to seemingly impossible projects. His existing companies, Tesla, SpaceX, and Starlink, are cash-generating machines. Instead, Musk is likely to create a new entity specifically for Terraport. This entity will seek cornerstone investors from the shipping industry, logistics giants, and nations eager to gain a strategic foothold in global trade. Terraport versus Panama. A technological titan stirs the waters. The Panama Canal, an engineering marvel of the early 20th century, has served global trade faithfully for over 100 years. But it is a product of its time. Recent droughts have exposed its vulnerabilities. Terraport, as envisioned by Elon Musk, isn't just an alternative, it's positioned as a generational leap forward. Functionally, Terraport promises far greater capacity. Musk's plans suggest channels and locks capable of accommodating vessels exceeding 25,000 TEU. The integration of AI-driven traffic management and automated systems aims to drastically reduce transit times. The focus on renewable energy for operations also presents a stark contrast to the older canal's environmental footprint. For Nicaragua, a nation historically marked by economic challenges and political instability, the prospect of hosting a Musk-led transoceanic canal like TerraPort presents a tantalizing yet terrifying dilemma. The potential economic windfall is undeniable. Construction on this scale would generate tens of thousands of jobs, injecting billions into the local economy. Once operational, toll revenues, service industries, and associated logistical hubs could transform Nicaragua's fiscal landscape. However, the specter of the failed Wangjing project looms large. The environmental concerns associated with TerraPort, despite Musk's assurances of green technology, are profound. Carving a massive channel through delicate ecosystems potentially impacting Lake Nicaragua carries immense risks. Social implications are equally complex. Large-scale infrastructure projects inevitably lead to land acquisition and displacement. Ensuring that the economic benefits are widely distributed and don't just enrich a select few will be a monumental challenge. Elon Musk's TerraPort is more than just an engineering project. It's a bold move on the global geopolitical chessboard. The creation of a new high-capacity transoceanic canal in Central America would fundamentally reconfigure established trade routes and power dynamics. For centuries, maritime choke points like the Panama Canal, the Suez Canal, and the Strait of Malacca have dictated the flow of commerce. TerraPort aims to join this exclusive club, and in doing so, challenge the existing hierarchy. The project offers nations heavily reliant on east-west trade, particularly in Asia and Europe, a significant alternative. If TerraPort delivers on its promises, it could divert a substantial portion of global shipping traffic. This would not only impact the revenue of the Panama Canal, but also influence decisions about port development and supply chain logistics worldwide. The political significance extends beyond mere economics. Control over a major global waterway translates into considerable soft power. The global community will need to consider the implications of such a shift. Elon Musk's vision for TerraPort is undeniably grand, but the path from blueprint to operational waterway is fraught with formidable challenges. The first and perhaps most obvious hurdle is the sheer engineering complexity. Carving a channel of the proposed magnitude through challenging Central American terrain is an undertaking that would test the limits of modern engineering. Environmental opposition will be fierce and well-organized. The legacy of the previous Nicaraguan canal attempt has heightened awareness of the ecological risks. Financial viability, despite Musk's fundraising prowess, remains a significant question mark. The $50 billion starting figure is likely to be just the beginning. Maintaining investor confidence through the long, arduous construction phase will be crucial. The project's profitability will depend on attracting sufficient shipping volume at competitive toll rates. Finally, the political and social landscape of Central America is complex. Elon Musk's announcement of the TerraPort project has, in an instant, redrawn the speculative maps of future global trade. If this audacious venture moves from the realm of bold pronouncements to tangible reality, its impact will be nothing short of transformative. It represents not just a new canal, but a new paradigm for how humanity conceives and executes colossal infrastructure projects. The fusion of advanced engineering, artificial intelligence, renewable energy, and sheer ambition promises to create a waterway that could redefine efficiency and sustainability in maritime transport. The potential benefits are immense. Faster shipping routes, increased capacity for ever larger vessels, reduced carbon footprints for transit, and a powerful economic engine for the host nation. TerraPort could alleviate pressure on the aging Panama Canal, offering vital redundancy and competition. It challenges the status quo, forcing established players to adapt or risk obsolescence. However, the journey ahead is laden with colossal risks. Success will require not only technological brilliance but also unprecedented levels of transparency, environmental stewardship, and genuine engagement with local communities. The future flow of global commerce may well be charted by the currents, both literal and metaphorical, stirred by Musk's daring Central American gambit.